All right guys, we're back at Walt's Gym. Gonna take you guys through another training session. We got a back day for you today. Nothing fancy about this one, just gonna be a day of hard and heavy basics. Gonna have some rows, some pull downs. We'll start this thing off with a corner row. As always, we're trying to beat the logbook, add some weight or add reps to the previous week's performance. We're in the middle of growing season right now. Calories are going up, weights in the gym are going up, performance is trending up, so we're in a great spot. So the goal is come in here, kill it, sling some heavy weight, go, eat big, and keep growing. So let's get in this. All right, so the first lift we're gonna get into an old school corner row here. Now, if you watched Ronnie Coleman training, you'll have seen this exercise before with about 9 plates on the bar. So this is one of those exercises that, is it optimal for hypertrophy? Probably not. It's not gonna be a particularly great exercise for your lats, your upper back, any one particular muscle, but I'm mainly using this as an erector exercise, just to get that dense, thick, lower back, mid back. This is one I like to include, and plus I just love training heavy. This is one that I'll have fun with. So, little hack for setting this up, you don't need a landmine, just literally stick the bar in any good corner. And I've got this guy right here, just clamp it on, good to go. So before I go into any main working set, I always double check the logbook just to confirm exactly what I did the previous week, so I know exactly what I need to beat this week. So I did 7 plates for a set of 8 on my top set on this exercise last week. The way warm-ups are feeling, I'm thinking I'm gonna do 7 plates again, and I'm gonna try to beat the reps. I'm gonna try to get 9 or 10 reps on that thing, so now I know exactly what I need to hit, and having that objective goal going into the set really works well for me. So let's get after it. Going into the top set here, 7 plates. Key with this, to actually make it as effective as I can, is really being strict on controlling the reps. Okay, I'm gonna take out all the body English and swinging out of it. I'm just gonna try to lock my torso in place, get a little bit of a lat stimulus, and just keep these reps strict, but at the end of the day, bring some intensity to this. Reps. Added 2 to last week, so that's a win. Going into the back off set now. Dropped it down from 7 plates to 6.5 plates. So got 9 at this weight last week. I'll try to add another rep or 2. And with that weight feeling a little bit lighter, I can keep the form just a little bit tighter on these back offs. So 10 reps is the goal here. Right on the money. So, good start to the session. All right, moving on to the next exercise. We're gonna go to just an old school hammer row. So, we use the neutral grip on the corner row, which gets you more of that lower lat stimulus. On this, we're gonna go pronated, elbows kind of high and wide, get more into that rear delt, upper back. So, we'll load this up pretty heavy. Another top set back off situation here. So, start warming up, get after a top set. Getting into the top set here, got 5 plates on each side. Gonna try to get as good of a contraction in that rear delt, upper back as possible. Good control in the eccentric again. With these heavy sets, not trying to get out of control, use too much body momentum, trying to keep tension on the target muscle while loading it as heavy as possible. Okay, we're gonna move on to the assisted wide grip pull-up. Now, why the assisted machine instead of just a regular pull-up? It's less about the assistance in terms of the weight, but more about the fact that it just keeps your body locked into a perfect groove. Whereas a pull-up, it's hard to isolate the lats or the upper back because you're swinging everywhere, you're spending so much energy just stabilizing, whereas on this, your body stays straight up and down. So why not just a lat pull down? Well, a lat pull down, you can still swing backwards, use body momentum, whereas this, you can't cheat it. You're locked straight up and down. It's gonna completely isolate the lats. You can go to a full dead hang, get to a full pause without worrying about any swinging, any body momentum. So Really underrated back developer. Again, just recording in the logbook. Now, the old school guys, Dorian Yates, he'd turn over in his grave if he saw me using an iPhone instead of a notebook. He's not dead, he's still alive. He wouldn't turn over in his grave, you know what I mean? He didn't have iPhones back in his day. He probably would have used it too. Okay, so we're gonna go on to a set of cable rear delts. Now, one pro tip on these, use a wrist cuff. Attach it to the wrist as opposed to grabbing onto a handle. This completely eliminates all the forearm out of it. It's gonna keep you from bending at the elbow. It's gonna allow me to keep a straight arm and really isolate that rear delt. So if you're doing a cable lateral, cable rear delts, cable tricep, use the wrist cuff. It'll help you target that isolate that target muscle. All right, last couple exercises we got here. I'm gonna do a dumbbell shrug. I'm gonna pair it with a rope hammer curl. So you get a lot of trap stimulus from the rows, so I don't need a ton here. Just I'm gonna get one good set for the upper traps and get some extra grip work in on it. So try to get high rep set here with the dumbbells. Big pause, big squeeze, good control knee eccentric. Okay, so we're gonna go to a rope hammer curl here. Now, I train back and biceps twice a week. My other back and bi exercises fall on the same day as my shoulder day. So I'll have a push-pull day, and then today it's just a pure back bi day. But gonna go with the rope hammer curl today. On the next day, hit biceps, I'll go to that supinated preacher curl. So getting a little bit of brachialis today, and then just getting the pure supinated bicep isolation the next time I do these. Okay, that's the end of the session. So, I mean, as you saw, there's nothing cutting edge, nothing fancy about this stuff. It's come in, beat last week's weights, beat last week's reps, bring some intensity to every set, push every set either to failure or just shy of it, using high quality, high integrity reps. And after this, go home, eat big, tonight, sleep, come in next week and repeat. I mean, that's just kind of the name of the game with bodybuilding. It's go into robot mode. Come in, train hard, beat last week's performance. Leave, eat, go to bed, get good sleep, keep repeating, keep repeating, keep repeating. That tissue keeps piling up, piling up, piling up. Next thing you know, you packed on a ton of size, and then diet down, do a show, repeat the growth process, do that year after year for a decade, and that's how you absolutely mutate. So we'll catch you guys next time.